Well, what is going on, guys, and welcome into the video. So let's take a look at 3 stocks that have been crashing down to earth lately that have huge potential on the back end. I will share with you what price I would buy them all at and what I see going on overall with these companies. And I'm sorry, but I have this feeling many of you guys out there are not going to like what I left off the list, but I will explain why, and then you can yell at me down in the comments. But there is also something I need you all to understand completely about this market that will decide if you make incredible buys or if you screw this all up, so I will lay that all out for you today too. I just ask in exchange for you to gently tap that like button and consider subscribing too. It's super easy to do if you like the truth without the hype. And let me know which crashing stocks you are looking to buy more down in the comments. I would love to see what you all are targeting. So what criteria am I using to determine these 3 stocks from the thousands that are on discount and seemingly crashing all around us right now? Well, first, they must be at least 25% below fair value in my opinion. This is where valuation comes into play and why I harp on it so much. You cannot know if a stock is undervalued or not if you did not do an actual valuation. A stock being 80% down from its all-time highs or 52-week highs or setting a new 52-week low is not relevant to valuation. It means absolutely zero, and honestly, a stock can be 80% off from its highs last year and still be massively overvalued. And yes, there are stocks in the market right now that are in that boat, and unfortunately, some of them are retail favorites. Second, they must have a lot of future growth ahead of them. Sorry, but most value stocks are still overvalued, and the truth is, for me, I own a ton of stocks already that have turned into value stocks over time, which is great for me as I will happily take the slower growth for the dividend because I have a great cost basis. But I'm not really looking to add too many more of those type stocks either. I want a stock that can see revenue growth of 20%, 30%, or more over the next 3 to 5 years. And third, they must be profitable already. Now, yes, I agree. The growth prospects are better with stocks that are still early in their growth stage and not profitable, and I will cover those in a different video. But right now, in a crash type scenario that we are in the middle of, Wall Street gives stupid and gives you some incredible discounts on stocks that can buoy your portfolio during rough times. And I mean normal rough times, not the crazy crash like we're in right now. How many people's portfolios were down huge last year because basically all those high growth names all basically created, basically the spring forward. These types of cash flow positive stocks with great growth prospects helped actually push my portfolio to roughly a 40% gain or so last year. So I'm happy to add more of these stocks like this because they perform in both good and bad markets. But they are only on stupid crazy discount in a crash type scenario like we're in right now. So on to stock number 1 that has crashed and is on a crazy discount, and that is Google. And you guys knew that stock was coming. You know I've been talking about it for a while. Google has steadily and quietly been getting cheaper, and then stupid cheap, and then stupid duper cheap, and then stupid whatever. Anyways, the point is it's really, really cheap. Despite it honestly being a great business, having great management, having a huge moat, great revenue. I mean, everything about the stock is great. And anything under $105 is a buy to me. And I honestly don't get this one at all as to why Wall Street continues to hammer it down. It should have held up much better than it has. But it, basically is what Wall Street does. It ignores great stocks in favor of whatever the hot trend is at the time, even if that's shorting the market or playing around with the Fed or whatever the heck it is. The point is they have completely ignored Google. So I have added aggressively the past few weeks as it has gotten under that price, and I will continue adding to this stock as we move forward as it's still a great deal, and I cannot believe Wall Street is just completely ignoring the stock. And don't ignore the sale that is ending very soon for you to get all these buy alerts we will discuss today in real time, plus 5 courses for free. That's right, we added another course, guys. Tons of exclusive videos, direct access to me anytime. We got live weekly Q&As, sometimes more, and a ton more content in the Market Insiders private group. And I feel fairly confident we have more content than any other group out there for the price. Again, the sale is ending very soon, and it's the pinned comment down below if you are interested. So the second stock, I cannot believe the price I have been buying like crazy at, and that is PayPal. For me, anything under $100 is just ridiculous, and even $150 is still a very good deal, but I have added so many shares, I am actually only interested in adding at under $90 now because I have more than a full position. I was able to buy this stock at $74, $71, $67, $69 a few times, and $69.69 because, do I really have to tell you guys why? Come on, it's 69. Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. I will gladly continue to add on any weakness as this is just a steal deal in my opinion. Sometimes Wall Street gives you gifts, and in this case, it's a stock that is just on a steal deal still. See what I did there? Steal, deal, still, see, yeah, no. Okay, sorry. Moving on. But wait, there are still more stocks that are just crashing in an absolute deal, but not without a little bit of controversy and a lot of hate that I will address after I reveal the last pick here. So on to the third stock that is honestly in complete free fall now, and that is Meta. Now I agree, they are off track right now and they have to shift the business to something completely different, but honestly they have done it successfully in the past, so there's no reason why they cannot successfully do it again. Even if you don't really believe in the metaverse, I understand completely, but I think they're going to figure out multiple ways to monetize their massive audience that they have out there. So the shift may not be to the metaverse in the end, but they have so many other ways and such a large audience that they can monetize that they will find a way to get there. But they are just trading at a ridiculous multiple at this time, and they are actually trading even cheaper than a value stock is traded. Oh yeah, and they just keep churning out profits despite burning billions of dollars on the metaverse. Even if the metaverse is a huge flop, and I know the jury is still out on that, I'm not willing to jump out there on a limb and say it's going to be this huge thing for them. But even if that's a huge flop, they are still a better growth company and more profitable than any value play out there. You literally are getting this company for free at this point, so I will buy as much as I can under $150, which probably means $125 is incoming because it always goes lower after I buy. So before everyone starts yelling at me about Tesla, Tesla has recovered enough to not be on this list anymore because of its nice run off those June lows. Now, to be clear, it absolutely would have been on this list in June when everybody was panicking because Tesla was at like $210 or whatever, and then the media and YouTube said it was on its way to $150 or $120 or whatever the heck it was at the time. Now, I know many of you guys out there ignored that noise and bought Tesla at those levels, just like myself and our group were buying like crazy over that period of hysteria, and now we've been rewarded with almost a 40% gain so far, in some cases a 40% gain. So for those of you that didn't jump on that or the other deals that were in the market, do not get stuck in the trap of hoping for previous lows to return to then buy a great deal. I routinely see people and interact with people looking back and hoping they can buy Tesla again at a price like back in June instead of analyzing what is happening now in the market and being ready to pounce on the next opportunity. But if you are looking back and longing for those days again and looking for any reason, any indicator, any video, anything that will make them feel better and that says the market is going to fall like a rock back to those levels or even lower is not going to help you because you're going to miss opportunities that are right in front of your face. Now, to be clear, that may very well happen. I have no idea and neither does anyone else. But while your focus is on the past and seeking out something to confirm what you want to have happen, there could be opportunities right now that are right in front of you, and it's very easy to miss them if you are always looking back and never looking forward or what's right in front of you. Several months ago, you would have been thrilled to buy Tesla at under 275 or under 250 or whatever, but you didn't pull the trigger when that happened because it might go lower, which it honestly actually did. And then when it was at just over $200, you still didn't buy because it might go lower and the media said this and a YouTuber said that and all the charts are pointing to this and emotions are just now dictating your decisions and you didn't buy at your price target in the first place, so you missed the whole thing. And then if emotions are involved again, if Tesla gets back under 250 again, you may not buy again because now you want 200 to cover for the mistake you made not buying at that price last time. And besides, all the media and YouTube will be doom and gloom again just like they were in June. Now, to be clear, I have no issues at all if that is where you think it's going and your research and your plan and your price target says that under $200 is the play for you. But for many of you guys out there, if we're all being honest here, that is not your actual plan based on your due diligence. And that is also why having a plan, not letting emotions or noise or even YouTubers' opinions creep in and dictate what you do next. Whether we know it or not, intentional or not, many of us are trying to time the bottom and it's an impossible game to play. And yes, we are all guilty of that, including myself. How I combat that is I buy looking 3 to 5 years out. That's it. I don't care what happens in 2 weeks or 2 months in terms of price. Have a plan for if it goes lower or if it runs up, but you will never time the bottom, so don't worry about it and just execute your plan instead. And this video is honestly a great start, but you need an actual plan too, which you can get from this video right here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.